talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. This defense for the Bears, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 29, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Take it in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Michael Green was holy shit.
It's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The desync is like so weird.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And I think the ball's out.
Oh.
This will unfortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football.
That was big.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance.
That was like P2
Milifani. They almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Yeah, they run play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd and 9, Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields.
Oh, good pass.
Sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Fields. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Fields. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. To throw is Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard.
We're in a tough spot here, boys.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They snap it to Fields. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Fields.
No way I was there.
Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
I gotta get the ball back this time.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Right back to Swift again on second down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third. Goff. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain, so he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Fields on 3rd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And just like he did, almost winning the Heisman at Michigan, rookie Aiden Hutchinson blows up the play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Goff. His throw incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one drops in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And As Seibert yanked it to the left, it's no good. Soldier Field, always a tough place to kick, especially for younger guys who don't kick here regularly. And I think the Winds just claimed another victim. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields always got some breathing room. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him.
And this is caught and in for the Lions touchdown.
7.
Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see
I
if they
missed
decide
the
to kind of
going
squib
almost
kick
all.
or what they're going to do on the
Fuck the
kickoff.
Soldier
Because you don't
Field
want to give
right
up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Austin Seibert's about to get cut, just like in real life.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before the break. Fields. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35.
What?
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And granted, he's in Central Time.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw. Fields.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he will have the Bears' first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 4th down, Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Go off a handoff here to Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Shit.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You know, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to trip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On second and goal, Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Twisted everywhere from 6 yards away. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Santos now to add the PAT. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A big sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll be out right at the 35. So a good punt there, and a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bears take over.
Trying to slip up a little bit, boys.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. His pass on target. Velus Jones with it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Play action. It's gone. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Gone.
No.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as it's batted down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And he'll be out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up. 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Swift is in for a Lions touchdown.
That's a dagger, boys. GG.
Nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get
Oh,
more
I didn't even want to
running
go
the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Struggle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 29, Fields. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's Fields. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. Touchdown, Chicago. Dante Pettis, 64 yards. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Oh my God,
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep him out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Here's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That was beautiful. I can't believe Craig Reynolds.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 9-yard touchdown there.
I heard a fan go, "Are you kidding
about
me?"
to make it 4 straight as they add to this.
No, I missed it
advantage.
again.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
Fuck this weather, bro. Fuck this weather. Oh, shit.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Play action. It's Fields. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Man open, here's Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
Ah, that was a good game right there. Holy shit. I think it was a little bit wild right there, but you know, pretty good game overall. Man, what a game. Jameson was going sick today, man. I was really abusing Jameson today. I was seeing what he could do. He did a lot. Man, Jameson is insane, dude. Anzalone got another pick. I'm definitely signing that guy back. How about Craig Reynolds today, man? He almost took that to the house, bro. Oh, man. At the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy. I don't like it. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling. All right, boys. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it, y'all. We're gonna be back for next week. Peace, fellas.